Hey YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Liam here, and today we're gonna be looking. What the hell are you doing here? Yeah, I remember. You're pregnant. What the fuck? What? Can't have a kid? Man. Well, there you have it, YouTube. Rubber gloves don't work for protection. Yeah, thanks a lot. Anyways, I'll deal with that mess later. Today, we're gonna be looking at the Sharpie Magnum. For those of you who've never seen a Sharpie Magnum before, pretty much what it is the biggest marker the Sharpie company makes. It's 15 centimeters long and 2.5 centimeters wide. Has a very good size chisel tip nib of 1.5 centimeters long and 1 centimeter wide. It's a very durable body, stainless steel. Like, I'm pretty sure if you get a good enough wind up and swing this thing, you could probably kill a bear or some other mammal he'll be fighting off in the streets. It's really popular with the toy population. You know, beginner taggers just eat this shit up. I'm pretty sure it's because it's really easy to find around and it has a huge fucking nib. And, you know, fucking beginner taggers, they'll jack off to that kind of shit. The Sharpie Magnum does not have a pump action system. So remember, before you start to write, you do not need to pump your nib. It's already pre-juiced for you. So when you're about to write, just take it out and write just like a normal Sharpie. And another thing, Sharpie Magnum is non-refillable. So after the marker's done, like out of ink, you're going to need to go and buy a new marker. But what I have heard of people doing in the past is they actually take off the nib with like some pliers, and then there is an ink well inside, and they fish around and get that out somehow, and they can then put in their own nib and fill the marker up with their own ink. But number one, that's really hard to do, and can get really messy. And number two, it's just not worth it, I would say. Just buy another Magnum, honestly. The Sharpie Magnum comes in a pack of one. You can pick it up at Michael's Arts and Crafts stores for around $10, or Walmart recently started to carry these for around $5. It comes in that Sharpie black color that you all grown to know and love. But yeah, real downside to this marker, when you are using it, it honestly reeks really bad. Like, even opening the cap right there kind of smelled up the room. Like, you cannot use this indoors. Your house will smell like dirty ass cake farts. Oh, by the way, Google cake farts. Really educational video. Worth checking out. So yeah, don't use this inside unless you want to get like high, like some fucking hick. Anyways, yeah, let's take it to the streets now and see how it performs on a couple of different surfaces that you'll only find outside. Alright, the first surface we are testing the Sharpie Magnum on is normal white paper. Alright, now as you can see here, the Sharpie Magnum performs pretty poorly on paper. It is very streaky. Some parts it just doesn't even pick up the nib. It is still a very wide nib, but overall I'd give it on this surface 2 stars. The next surface we're testing out the Sharpie Magnum on is wood. This surface you'll find indoors and outdoors. Not as common as something as metal, but it's still going to be out there. So we're going to see how the Sharpie Magnum performs. Alright, now from this you can see that the Sharpie Magnum performs even weaker on wood than it does on paper. I probably only give this a 1 star. on this surface it is very streaky. Does not pick up the nib where I want it to pick it up, and pretty much makes you look like shit, as you can see. So yeah. Alright, the last surface we're testing out the Sharpie Magnum on today is smooth metal. Now you'll see this all the time when you're outside getting up. This is a common surface you're going to be encountering. So let's see how the Sharpie Magnum performs. Alright, now before you hate on my hand style, remember, again, I did not write this stuff. I am just showing you how the Sharpie Magnum works. Now as you can see, when I was writing, the Sharpie Magnum was a lot more fluent and smooth on metal than it was on surfaces like the wood and the paper. Minimal streaking. You can pick up some on the camera right there. It's good. My experience with the Sharpie though on metal, over time, if it's outside, the color does tend to fade to gray. You know, sun gets to it, and water gets to it over time. But for the most part, it's pretty good. So on this surface, I will probably give it a 3 stars. Okay, sweet YouTube. You pretty much know all there is to know about the Sharpie Magnum. So my final overall rating for this would probably be 2 stars. Not a great marker. Personal experience with this is it's okay because it has a large nib, but it does tend to streak on all surfaces and fades over time. So that's why I'll give it a 2 stars. Not really recommending it, but if you want to go check it out yourself, see how you like it, go ahead. So yeah, it's my time for today. Please post comments on this video, and please tell me markers you want to see reviewed by myself. So you can either post that on my homepage or on this video itself. So thanks again, YouTube. Again, my name is Liam, and this has been So Dirty Yet So Clean. Peace.